Hey everybody, Russell W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. It's a Hy-Vee Warrior win over Lake Region State, 77-66. Coach Dewey joins me now. Coach, it would have been easy looking at last night. Lake Region State obviously got handled pretty well by Snow College, but they're better than they showed last night. You knew that, but there's got to be some challenges there, for your team not to get a little overconfident maybe today. So talk about your thoughts on how your team performed today.
I had that exact conversation with the guys before the game. I said, I'm very worried because what y'all saw on the scoreboard and you weren't paying attention to the game. Snow really, really guarded them for 40 minutes. I said they guarded them just like they guarded us the night before. Not only that, but they shot, I think, 3 for 38 from 3. And Snow made 13 threes. So I was just telling them, like, the numbers and how the game went on why the score looked the way it did. And that's a good team. Jared does a really good job coaching those guys, and they got a lot of fight in them. I mean, as you can see, they did not quit, and there's no quit in them at all. They just fought. Even last night against Snow, I mean, they were down whatever they were down, and they just kept playing hard. They just weren't making shots last night, and I think they threw a couple in tonight.
All right, so you get out of here with the 11-point win, 3 games in 3 days. It's a nice test for you because obviously our goal every year is to make a nice run, go to Hutchinson, Kansas, and compete for a national championship.
Definitely.
Well, if you want to win a national championship, you got to play a lot of games in back-to-back days, so this is a good challenge. However, this had added challenge because of the situation where we couldn't get into Hellier. Talk about the difficulties of that for your team and the adjustments they had to make there, not to basically road games for them as well, as far as gyms they weren't used to.
Yeah, we have a process we do on game days, and it kind of threw our process off as far as shoot around and film and pregame meal and all that. But we figured it all out. It's been a hectic 3 days. We actually watched film in the cafeteria today while we ate our pregame meal, so we just kind of did it all at once. And thanks to everybody. Thanks to Kelsey, our athletic director. Thanks to Mr. Jerry for driving the bus over here. Peyton and Ricky. I mean, everybody. I always talk about total team effort with our team. It was a total team effort for really just Warrior Nation in general. I mean, the administration, the crowd, they supported us both nights. I mean, it was a great 2 days. It was a lot of work getting everything figured out, but, I mean, everybody played a part in making this happen, and I just want to thank everybody.
All right, well, let's talk about some other guys that made it happen today, specifically a couple of guys in particular. Abdullah Fall has his season high, 27 points. He was just fantastic today.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was scoring so much. I told the guys he's in the game because he's guarding. I mean, he was really, really, really putting pressure on the basketball. I think 11 had 3 threes in the first half for Lake Region, and Lai guarded him in the second half and did a much better job on him. But he never stops playing hard. That's why he plays, and the points are going to come because he's such a good player. But if we can get 5 guys playing at that level of intensity and passion and just pressuring at all times on the defensive end, then that leads to offense.
Well, and another guy, and he keeps coming up in the post game because he just keeps doing great things for you, and that's Jamal Intizami, 9 rebounds today, and he keeps coming up big for you where you need him.
Yeah, it was hard to keep him off the floor. I kept looking at Coach Solo and Coach Trey, just saying, I want to give these other guys some chances, but Jamal's playing so hard and so well, and he's taking up and covering so much space defensively. I mean, he's really bought into what we're trying to do defensively, and he's just getting better and better at it every game.
Trenton Walters is another guy that I think you just look at every game, and he just does whatever you need him to do to help the team win. He's a pretty darn good floor leader for you.
No question. I mean, we got a slew of guards, man. We can just pick and choose who you want to talk about every game. I mean, every one of them, they're special kids. And what makes them so good on the floor is because they just handle their business the correct way day in and day out, and they're consistent.
All right, so we look at our record. The record's going to show 13 and 4 right now. But as you go into the break, obviously you want to have a great record. But I know from your standpoint is where's my team at?
Yeah.
Because now you're going to come out of the break and it's going to be you blink and you're going to be in the postseason.
No question.
So is your team in a good place? Are you happy with where they're at heading into the break?
Yeah, that's what we just talked about in the locker room. I told them, and we talk about it all the time. We're 15-2. Our only 2 losses have been to top 10 opponents. I mean, Snow might be ranked number 1 here in these next rankings, and Butler's steady in the top 10. So I mean, 2 losses to top 10 opponents, and I mean we got wins on the road at CSI, at John Logan, at South Plains, Frank Phillips on a neutral. I mean all those Kansas schools that came in early. I mean Dodge City, Cloud, Pratt. All those schools are good teams, and we've taken care of business where we were supposed to take care of business. 2 tough losses, both one-possession games against top 10 opponents. We're in a good place. We got a chance to, as long as we take care of business in the second half of the season, we got a chance to be right where we want to be at the end of the season.
All right, Coach, congratulations to you. Get a couple of wins here in the Financial Partners Classic, going into the break with just the 2 actual losses. I call the other 2 paper losses. But obviously your team is one of the best in the country, and it's going to be fun to see what we do in the second half. And, of course, we come out of there, we're going to get it won't be too far after we come out of the break that we're going to start seeing the conference schools, Marshalltown, and then, of course, Southeastern. They're a top 10 ranked team. We know that's always a big challenge, and so it's going to get real fun come January. So
yeah, we're excited. I'm proud of these guys. We had a great semester. Told them all, go home, don't touch a basketball for a couple days, and enjoy your family, and come back with some joy in your heart and some excitement, because this is a grind. And Christmas break, everybody needs it. We're all going to enjoy it. I hope Warrior Nation enjoys theirs as well, and we can all come back and get ready for the second half of the season.
So are they on break now? What, as far as basketball, when do you actually release them?
They got 3 days of class.
Okay.
So they got class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then for the most part everybody's out Wednesday and Thursday.
Will you practice?
We'll do some stuff. We'll probably watch a lot of film.
I
think a lot of film. Study hall is obviously the most important thing, just making sure they have everything done before they step foot off campus, because, once they go home, they're probably not going to do much.
I wouldn't either.
Exactly.
Eat turkey and ham, whatever else you have, and all the stuffing and noodles. So, all right, Coach, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we certainly look forward to the back half of the season. That's going to do it for us. We thank everybody for tuning in, and we hope Warrior Nation has a great holiday season, and we look forward to seeing Warrior Nation and having the following of them in the back half of the season as well. Go Hills TV is powered by JBS. We get a Hy-Vee Warrior win here today. Thank you to Cardinal Schools for having us.